Hello, I'm Jennifer. This video is part 2 of a kitchen makeover, so stay tuned. I am in Kayla's kitchen. She is one of my design assistants. This is part 2 of her kitchen makeover. I'll put a link to part 1 in the description. But in the first video, the first thing we tackled was her peel and stick tile that we put on the wall on both sides of her kitchen. It was super easy and turned out fantastic. The second thing we tackled was installing under counter lights. It lit this kitchen up beautifully. So above the sink, there was a wood header and Kayla hated it. So Scott removed it. And then that allowed us to put a light above her window. Again, this kitchen just started to come to life. Her lighting was so low and so dark in here that between the under counter lights and the lights we installed, it just brightened this entire room. We also installed this beautiful track light. So to add a little bit of color and pattern to the kitchen, one of the things Kayla did, she chose some beautiful fabric and had some little cafe curtains made. This is something you can do that is so inexpensive. You only need about a yard of fabric, and they were hung on a tension rod with rings, super easy. Take a look at this gorgeous vinyl rug, 36 by 90. I'll put a link in the description, but this rug was a game changer. So accessorizing a kitchen can be really fun. I like to keep things pretty minimal and keep the countertops fairly open, but yet adding some character with the things we choose. This is an idea I stole from my daughter-in-law. She took a cake stand and placed her soaps and a little towel on top. Also, decorating above the cabinets. I've got another video coming out just dedicated to that. That'll be coming out next week, and I'll put a link to that below. Check out the beautiful light fixture that we installed above her table. I love the patina on it. It's got a little bit of mint, which is just pulling that color that's throughout Kayla's kitchen. I get asked a lot about different lights in a room. Can you mix the finishes? And my rule of thumb is you can mix 2. I never mix more than 3. So we kept the bronze with the track lighting and the light above her sink, and then this one we got the aged mint and gold look. Now on her table, she has a beautiful floral that she made herself. Underneath, this is actually a napkin. So instead of going with a tablecloth, I went with a napkin. I kind of like to have fabric on top of a table and underneath whatever I put on the table. It just kind of breaks it up and just adds a little more character to the whole look. I want to thank Kayla for letting us invade her kitchen to make this video. This was a super beautiful makeover, done on a budget. Sometimes it's the littlest things that can make the biggest difference. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to have a video out next week, and I hope you have a wonderful day.